Hello YouTube, Bane666 here. I'm just making a very quick video. Now don't worry, those of you who like my longer form videos, there's a couple of long ones in the works. They'll be up soonish. But I've put them on hold to make this short video because I kind of wanted to get it out there while the topic is still fairly fresh. And I want to talk about the Melbourne cafe, which has been charging males an additional 18% for the last 2 years due to the gender wage gap, and how that cafe has finally gone out of business. Now, of course, they claim that this additional 18% has been voluntary, but I have to wonder how many of the men who paid it actually were aware that they were paying it, or whether it just mysteriously appeared on their bill, and most people probably don't go through their items and add them up. So it's quite possible a lot of men paid it without even thinking about it. But you've probably already seen quite a few videos on this particular topic. Don't worry, the reason why I'm making this video is because I have a completely new angle to talk about in relation to this cafe, which I haven't seen anyone else cover. Now, it is correct that men do on average earn more money than women. The key word there is earn. This is due to things like men working on average longer hours and also working more dangerous jobs. But it's also true that Asians on average earn more money than whites. Now, I couldn't find any statistics in Australia, but I do have the stats from America. And in America, Asians earn an additional 24% compared to their white cousins. This, of course, is something which is almost never brought up by the social justice crowd, talking about the oppressed earning less than the evil whites, because, that would be an inconvenient fact to bring up. But let me ask you a question. Just for a moment, imagine that two white guys opened up a cafe in which they claimed they were going to charge Asians an additional 24% because of the racial pay gap. What do you think the reaction would be to that? I get the feeling that the government would probably shut it down in a week, but if it wasn't shut down, I also get the feeling that there would probably be massive protests by the same people that opened up the cafe charging an additional 18% to males. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if Antifa protested outside the cafe, claiming that they were white supremacists and clearly racist and should be shut down because they're a horrible disgrace. Now, for the record, I don't think Asians should be charged an additional 24%. I think it should be the same price for everyone, regardless of your race or your gender or your sexual orientation or what religion you are or who you vote for or what your favourite colour is or anything like that, right? It should be a flat, standard price for your average cup of coffee, regardless of who the customer is. But the reason why I bring this up is because of the hypocrisy. I guarantee you, without a doubt, that if the people behind this particular cafe in Melbourne saw that another cafe was charging Asian customers an additional 24%, they would be fucking outraged. They would be screaming racism, and at no point whatsoever would they be aware of their own hypocrisy.
A cafe in Melbourne has been causing a stir by trying to bring attention to Australia's gender pay gap.
1 week out of every month we have an 18% premium for men, which is the same amount as the gender pay gap.
The gender surcharge is optional and is donated to a women's charity. So far, no male customer has refused to pay it.
I think it's fair if you think about the world and the gender inequality that we have.
Yeah, it's a fairly unequal pay gap between men and women. Even though there is supposedly equal pay, it doesn't it doesn't really equate out there.
The surcharge is one of 3 anti-patriarchal rules in the vegan cafe.
If people aren't comfortable with paying it or men don't want to pay it, we're not going to kick them out the door. Like, it's just a good opportunity to do some good.